अबे तुम मेरे को ही हटा रहे हैं।
हम आप लोग साइड हो जाओ।
तो अपने बॉस को ही हटा रहा है।
कम क्लोज
अरे सरोज भाई
सर इधर कम क्लोज क्या बात है कम क्लोज सर
भाई साइड हो जाओ इन द सेंटर एवरीवन इन द सेंटर प्लीज
ये कौन सी इंग्लिश है रे तुम लोग?
सर अब ये पीछे से कोई काट कुछ भी हो
यार गलत आ गया
क्या बात है
थैंक यू
वेलकम टू इंडिया सर वेलकम टू इंडिया सर
अब ये इंडिया के ये
इंडिया की मैं बोल रहा तू भी बोल रहा तो मैं भी बोल रहा हूँ
अरे वाह अच्छी लाइट हाँ अभी सही लाइट
नाइसली
भोगो में डूबे तू भी डूब जा।
या
अबे ठाकुर
आई लव इंडिया
थैंक यू
सोलो करना है कैसे
यस
मैम आपका एक सोलो।
इस तरफ है मैम
या मैम
दिस साइड
इस साइड या ये इस साइड
अरे आप लोग तो साइड हो ना
अरे मैडम
सोलो मैम
चलो विद सर आप थोड़ा आगे सरस करें
आप आगे किधर जा रहे
अरे यार मैडम जी
मैम
यहाँ देखिए मैम मेरे सामने है। क्या बात है मैम?
ये सेंटर मैम सेंटर देखिए
इन द सेंटर
मैम ये और सेंटर
यस मैम दिस कॉर्नर मैम वो या मैम दिस कॉर्नर इन द सेंटर
खुद को नहीं मालूम कौन है।
चलो थैंक यू मैम
थैंक यू
चलिए थैंक यू।
चलती इसलिए नहीं है कई बार उसके पीछे रीजन बहुत होता है। अरे यार बजट छोटा था, अरे ये हो जाता तो क्या होता, ये होता तो अच्छा होता। तो चलिए आप लोगों के लिए हॉलीवुड, बॉलीवुड और टॉलीवुड तीनों को मिलाकर एक बनने वाली है कितने हजार करोड़ की फिल्म या कितने 100 करोड़ की फिल्म को कुछ समय के बाद पूछूंगा। लेकिन मैं स्टेज में बुलाने जा रहा हूँ यहाँ पर इस फिल्म के प्रोड्यूसर स्कॉट के लिए एक बार 16 ताली चाहिए। प्लीज कम द स्टेज स्कॉट एडलर, प्लीज कम द स्टेज। एंड डायरेक्टर रायन वर्सेस एक बार 16 ताली चाहिए मिस्टर रायन के लिए। एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोड्यूसर जस्टिन फॉल्कर एक बार 16 ताली चाहिए। एंड वी हैव वी नेहा शर्मा एक बार 16 ताली चाहिए। हर्षवीर श्रीवास्तव, आशीष माथुर, राकेश जवेरी एंड राजेश पांडे जी प्लीज कम ऑन द स्टेज। एक जरा फोटो हो जाए, फोटो एक या फोटो
हाँ मार लीजिए कुशल भाई मारो।
यस
फोटो
बहुत सुंदर
थैंक यू।
hold on one for the video
Learned so much in this past week. Couldn't be more excited for the adventure of doing a full production here. We're going to be spanning several cities, different territories, exploring culture from the south.
बंद हो गया
नहीं चल रहा
And yeah, we're hoping to do something that hasn't really been done
आवाज आ
before.
रही
A
है।
movie that will play in cinemas around the world, where the same movie can resonate with different audiences speaking different languages, and everyone enjoying the exact same story no matter where you're from.
Okay, so Ryan, all Indian people are more, technology savvy. Do you have any AI specialist you have in your life?
Well, I will tell you that I have dived headfirst into the world of artificial intelligence for myself.
Wow.
And so it's one of those things that I'm so intrigued by. I use it as a tool now. And it's also because I've learned so much about it. I'm learning, I'm reading, I'm schooling myself on the technologies. And I've learned so much that I'm also learning to be very cautious of what happens with this technology. And so if we leave the technology out there so that it can just grow in every single way without any constraints or any regulations, then it starts to get worrisome. And so because I've learned so much about it, I want to give a little bit of a warning to the world.
Okay, so as you know कि VCC स्टूडियो लेकर आ रहा है ना डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, तो हॉलीवुड में और बॉलीवुड में कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होने वाला है?
सर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के ढंग से जैसे हम लोग करते आए हैं, पहले भी हमारे अगर कोई भी हॉलीवुड फिल्म आई है तो हमारा पूरा मीडिया जानता है कि उनका अच्छा बिजनेस हमेशा इंडिया से हुआ, चाहे वो अवतार हो, चाहे वो स्पाइडरमैन हो, जो भी अच्छी इंग्लिश फिल्म आई है उनमें सबसे अच्छा बिजनेस इंडिया से दिया है। तो मुझे तो उम्मीद है कि वर्ल्ड वाइड से ज़्यादा हम लोग अच्छा बिजनेस इस फिल्म के लिए इंडिया से पूरा कर पाएंगे। इंडियन सिनेमा लोग हमेशा पसंद करते हैं और हमारे तो साउथ में मतलब लोगों को एक मूवी 5-5 या 10-10 बार देखने की और पूरी फैमिली के साथ आदत है।
ओके
ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं है।
तो आई थिंक पूरी जो फिल्म है उसको डिफरेंट टाइप्स में पेश किया गया, खासतौर से टॉलीवुड को एक नया रूप दिया गया है। अगर कोई आप लोगों के पास क्वेश्चन हो कि बिकॉज ये हॉलीवुड की एक अपने आप में बहुत ही अतरंगी और अलग फिल्म है, व्हाट अबाउट कास्टिंग, राइट? What about the casting?
Yeah, we're really excited. There's so much unbelievable talent and actor talent here in India, and so we've started to look at many different actors here that I'm really excited about. Mohanlal, we're excited. We're going to reach out to his team. We're thinking about folks like Samantha Prabhu or Shruti Hassan, Rashmika. For one of the leads, and you know, just looking into their body of work and what their abilities, it's really exciting to be able to merge the cultures from the American side and the Indian side, and there's just such a deep pool of really incredible actors here. It's very exciting for me as a director.
Okay. So any question? Yeah, please.
We'll get
Mike one.
say something.
हाँ, एक क्वेश्चन सुना बीच में पूछना। माइक हाँ माइक।
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood. A warm welcome to our all, especially our American guests. Ryan, it's very interesting. The subject is obviously something which is very much in vogue. But firstly, I want to ask both Ryan and Scott is looking at the state of Indian cinema in the last 4-5 years, where the theatrical business has been a challenge. So in such a scenario, what made you think to come up with a production, a collaboration with, and basically set a film in India?
Yeah, so I think that it's not just here in India. It's a challenge in the whole world with the shift of technology, that everything is moving from the theaters to OTT, to televisions, to phones, all of that stuff. And so what part of the reason that I want to do this is to combine cultures and movie-rich audiences that want to continue to go to cinemas, and speak to them with different cultures. And so that's one of the reasons we're doing this is I don't think it's viable just to make basic films anymore. I think we have to try new things with different languages and new cultures and all of the stuff like that. And so for that reason is one of the biggest reasons we're actually doing this film.
I can say one thing about it. What makes India unique is that over the past few years since the COVID experience, most countries have seen a decline in theaters.
Yeah.
India is one of the few countries that's actually seen an increase in the number of theaters over the past few years. So the entertainment market here, even though you've suffered, you're actually returning quickly, faster to the market than many than throughout most of the world. So it's exciting for us to be part of that growth.
I have just two more questions, a short one. Firstly, what language will this be primarily Hindi, Telugu, or English? The film?
English.
Oh, it will be in English.
Yeah.
And Hindi. There will be multiple languages within the primary film.
And obviously, we're talking about AI and looking at since AI has come, there is a debate even in America, and I believe the screenwriters associations over there, they have, I think, discouraged the use of AI for screenwriting. So I just want to Ryan, your perspective as a writer, creator yourself. What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, well, I think at this point, the technology is not good enough to write something that is emotionally engaging, has character depth, and something that actually humans will connect to yet. I think that it will grow to that point eventually, but at this point, I don't think we're there. But to that being said, you know, I think that it's inevitable. The technology is inevitable, and as a human race, we've fought against technologies as they come in. You just look at things like when we transferred from horse-drawn carriages to cars. A lot of people fought against the vehicles, but eventually the vehicles go and they just become part of normal society. I think that's going to happen with artificial intelligence. Is that it's going to be looked at as a tool, and initially people will fight against it, but we will grow into the fact that it becomes everyday life. But finally, I think that there's nothing like what humans can do creatively, and that will always be the case.
There's also the issue of copyright safety, because I believe there was a case in the Washington Post or New York Times reported an article where somebody's script who must have edited on AI, and then that script landed in somewhere else. Even that has an issue with technology.
Yeah, I can't speak to that personally. I don't know of it. But like I said, I think it's going to be a tool that's going to be used in the future. I think people are worried about the AI because it takes away a job potentially, but hopefully that makes us better as creators.
It's actually quite scary. The three of us just shot a movie that we're very excited about called Hollywood Grit, and it's amazing now. Just in the editing room in my home, we can create a voice. Somebody's voice can go on the movie, and if we wanted a new line, say we missed something, we can create that voice in 1 second and replay it. And that's a little scary for the actors and people who do voiceovers. That's where AI, it needs to be regulated and protected.
Okay, and as you know, we have
ये एक प्रोजेक्ट है जो यूजुअली हमने इंडिया में देखा नहीं है. दिस इज अ प्रोजेक्ट दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. So I didn't have any idea at the start that I'm going to get into this project. I was in terms with different projects. So suddenly this came into the frame, and I was amazed, thrilled, and excited to be a part of this. And I am sitting with a very beautiful team, very talented people, like Mrs. Scott. He is the very good producer from the Hollywood side, and Rian, and as you all know about his work as well. And VCC Studios, to them I collaborated for this project. And यही है कि I never thought I'll be a part of this, and I'm super excited. And this is about AI majorly, and इन लोगों को काफी पता है like the way it is working and how AI is ruling the world now. So it is something new, and that's it.
Okay. So नेहा, इतनी जो हॉलीवुड और बॉलीवुड की जो फिल्में बन रही हैं राइट नाउ, कौन से तुमको क्या लगता है कि क्या ये तीनों कॉम्बिनेशन प्रॉपर रहेगा?
सबसे अच्छा कॉम्बिनेशन रहेगा. I think it is the brilliant combination because आजकल का जो भी आप मार्केट देखते हैं, बिकॉज इवन इफ यू गो टू व्हाटएवर चैनल्स और OTT, सारे लोग बाहर की मूवीज काफी देखते हैं. तो वी आर इन अ कोलैबोरेशन कि आपको इंडियन फिल्म देखनी है या बाहर की.
तो आइडियली अगर तुमको कोलैबोरेट करना हो तो बॉलीवुड से क्या लोगी, हॉलीवुड से क्या लोगी और टॉलीवुड से क्या लोगी?
कोलैबोरेट इन
द सेंस एक्टर, म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर, कैमरामैन, कौन सी इंडस्ट्री से उठाओगे तुम?
वो आई थिंक ये जो फिल्म हम बना रहे हैं इसी में वही ब्लेंड है जो सबसे बेस्ट है, बिकॉज दीज आर द बेस्ट पीपल फ्रॉम द हॉलीवुड. From the south, we all know him. He is a master there. So I think सारा best combination already बैठ चुका है. So that question is already answered.
Okay, next question. Anyone?
I have a question to you. Was that making it for like this needs a lot of research and a lot of hard work into it. So what research you have done for this, and how you have approached to the producers to back up this film? Like, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've been working on the script for about 4 months now. Writing it for about 2, and then prior to I've started doing some deep dives into different writings. The book Nexus by Yuval Noah Harari has been really fascinating to read and help with the research. I've also just looked at different studies about technologies and people who look and work in the AI technology itself. But what I will say is that I've done as much research as I can to kind of the weaponized AI is kind of the theme and the through line of the film. But ultimately, it's just it's just a piece, and it's really about the characters, and the characters are driving with an existential threat of the AI. And so, folks like Hari and our team up here, and I'm just so excited to see their talents on screen, and the rest of our team, to work together cohesively with two separate cultures is what's the most exciting. And so to take the research that I've done and combine that with the cultures and the people that we're working with is really going to make it pop.
And do you think that the Indian film industry and Hollywood industry, they have to come together now? This is the right time to make good movies like you are doing,
Yeah.
They will make better movies for the world. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most exciting thing about this is that we can take the best of both worlds, right? There are already things that we're learning. I'm learning being here how he does things, and I'm going to incorporate that back in the United States. And so if we can teach each other and make each other better, already we're winning. And so to be able to speak to two audiences and work together like this it can only be good. It can only be good.
Scott sir, one more question to you. You are backing up this film, you are producing this film from FrAImed. Tell us about this is not a small or mid-budget film, it's a big budgeted film. So what are your thought process? How you are going to, because you are shooting in India if I'm not wrong, so how you are going to production now? Or are you scouting some locations also? Can you tell us about it?
Right, well, okay, good question. So it is a larger budget film than is normal for an independent studio such as ourselves. We've reached a distribution company with Hari's distribution company. And so we should have, based upon what we call minimum guarantee, without contract, we should have no problem to finance it. And I've done this before on several different movies. So we take the contract and sometimes you go to bank financing, sometimes you go to investor. Sometimes, in this case, we may actually be able to do a joint venture with the studio, or a smaller studio. I don't want to give the names of these yet, but I think it's a strong possibility that this will be a joint venture between an American studio and ours. Mine is Casadelic production, which is, I guess you'd call it a studio, but it's anybody can make the greatest studio in their own home. But I've made 18 movies with documentary, so this would be the biggest one though, for sure.
Okay.
फोन आ रहा है, क्या कर रहे हैं?
ये लगी है
जी प्लीज आइए
अरे ये भाई ओ भाई पीछे आओ
तेरा पैर सब पूछ आ रहा है You can come closer, please. Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Bye, Hold on.
Hold down, sir. Hold down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.